The 2024 election saw the return of Donald Trump to the White House, ushering in a new, or perhaps more accurately, a resurgence of familiar policy approaches. These policies, with their focus on economic nationalism, deregulation, and social conservatism, have had a profound impact on the lives of everyday Americans. From the supermarket aisles to the gas pumps, the effects of Trump's second term are increasingly being felt across the nation. This essay will delve into the key areas where Trump's policies have made their mark, examining their intended consequences and the wider ripple effects. We will explore the impact of tariffs on global trade and the looming threat of inflation. The essay will also analyze the delicate balance between tax cuts, aimed at stimulating the economy, and the potential for widening the federal deficit. Furthermore, we will examine the implications of Trump's deregulation drive, particularly in the energy and financial sectors, weighing its short-term benefits against potential long-term risks. The social sphere has not been immune to change either, with significant shifts in policies affecting LGBTQ+ rights, sparking debate and legal challenges. Finally, this essay will touch upon Trump's stance on cryptocurrencies, a burgeoning sector with the potential to reshape the financial landscape, and his administration's approach to healthcare, a perennial issue of great concern to Americans. By examining these key policy areas, we can gain a deeper understanding of how Trump's second term has reverberated through the lives of ordinary citizens, shaping their present realities and future prospects. One of the cornerstones of Trump's economic policy has been his staunch belief in protectionism, a stance most vividly embodied in his administration's approach to tariffs. Tariffs, essentially taxes imposed on imported goods, are designed to make domestically produced goods more appealing to consumers by making foreign goods more expensive. While the intention is to protect American jobs and industries from foreign competition, the reality is far more complex. The implementation of tariffs, particularly on goods from China, has ignited trade tensions on the global stage. These tensions have resulted in retaliatory tariffs from other countries, creating an environment of uncertainty for businesses and consumers alike. American businesses that rely on imported goods have seen their costs rise, forcing them to pass those increases on to consumers in the form of higher prices. The Trump administration has consistently championed tax cuts as a means of stimulating economic growth, arguing that lower taxes for businesses and individuals will lead to increased investment, job creation, and overall prosperity. The Tax Cuts and Jobs Act of 2017, a signature legislative achievement of Trump's first term, delivered significant tax reductions across the board, with corporations and high-income earners reaping the most substantial benefits. Proponents of these tax cuts point to the initial surge in economic activity and job growth as evidence of their effectiveness. However, critics argue that these gains have primarily benefited the wealthy, exacerbating income inequality and doing little to improve the financial well-being of middle-class and low-income Americans. Furthermore, the long-term impact of these tax cuts on the federal deficit remains a subject of intense debate. Deregulation, the rolling back of government rules and oversight, has been another hallmark of the Trump era. The administration has argued that excessive regulations stifle innovation, hinder economic growth, and place unnecessary burdens on businesses. The energy and financial sectors in particular have seen significant deregulation, with the Trump administration seeking to unleash these industries from what it perceives as overly restrictive rules. In the energy sector, the rollback of environmental regulations has been met with mixed reactions. While proponents argue that it will lead to increased energy independence and lower energy costs, critics express concerns about the potential for environmental damage and the acceleration of climate change. The easing of regulations in the financial sector has also sparked debate, with supporters highlighting the potential for increased lending and investment, while detractors warn of a return to the risky practices that contributed to the 2008 financial crisis. The social landscape has also undergone significant shifts under the Trump administration, particularly in the area of LGBTQ+ rights. Several executive orders and legislative actions have rolled back protections and recognition for LGBTQ+ individuals, sparking outrage and legal challenges from civil rights groups. These policy changes, often framed as efforts to protect religious freedom or uphold traditional values, have left many LGBTQ+ Americans feeling vulnerable and marginalized. The debate over LGBTQ+ rights, a microcosm of the broader culture wars playing out across the nation, highlights the deep divisions within American society.